going to show you how to modify the wiring in a Tacoma so you have the fog lights on at any time. It's on without the headlights. Short, obviously. So you can see they're off. They're on driving lights. Parking lights. Headlights. Set normal. And high beams. Yes, I am aware that my truck is very dirty. Welcome to a winter in Colorado. It's pretty simple. You can do it without having to drill any holes or do anything that's irreversible. If you were to sell it later, or it needs to go into the dealership, what have you. I'll just start here. I needed a source of constant power, so I ran the wire up, a wire up through this side. If you look, you'll find it, and it comes up. I had to pry this out with a flathead so that I could make room to shove it up, but once it's up it goes back right to where it was. Run it through here. I sent it down through that hole because that green wire that goes into that corner is your source of a good source of constant power. It doesn't have to be that one. You can use any one you choose with an electric tester. But I ran my wire down through and then crossed it over so that it would hit the same deal as the green wire hits. Put that in. So that's that. And then run it across, down through that thing like I told you, and then up through this box is usually mounted here like that. I ran it down and under, in through where these wires go in, and then into the bottom. You can take off this bottom plate, and you have to. So I'll pop that off. Using a flathead works a lot easier. Shove it through there. You can't see it, it's underneath. I sent it through a hole in the middle, right there, and over and around. Best thing, a pair of pliers to get this up. It's very hard to get up my fingers, especially after you put the wire in. But it goes right in that back corner. I ran it around and up and down into there. But here's the trick. If you don't take out this red wire that used to be in that hole, you can either cut it or you can try to get it out. I put it into this other spot to get it out of the way, but it used to be right there, and you have to get it out of there. Now the way to do that, it's very tricky. It took me a long time to do it, to figure out what size deal I needed to use, but I ended up using just a very small flathead screwdriver, and if you study it, you'll see that down inside there's a little deal that comes out and holds the metal wire thing up in there for the fuse to go down into. So you have to push that over in the top. No. Yeah, I did it in the top. I came down onto it, pushed it over, and then I was able to eventually pull that red wire out of there. But like I said, you can cut it out too and just shove your new constant power into it, and that'll work just fine. But if you leave the red wire on, it doesn't work right. So, but I didn't want to cut any wires. I wanted it to be able to go right back the way it was. So just put this back in. That's in. Forgot to put the cover back on the bottom. Don't want to forget that. It's kind of important. There's that. Cover back on. That's it. That is how you can have your fog lights run at any time, just like headlights.